Now to some definitions. There are two ways to define or name triangles. One according to how sides compare, and the second one according to how angles compare. Triangles are named equilateral if all the sides are equal. Notice how tick marks are used to show which sides are equal. Isosceles if two of the sides are equal, and scalene if all the sides are different. Now, to classify triangles according to angle, we call them right if one angle is 90 degrees, obtuse if one angle is greater than 90 degrees, and acute if all the angles are less than 90 degrees. Now let's take a typical acute triangle. A triangle has three vertices and three sides. Each vertex is assigned a letter. For example, A, B, and C. This will allow us to identify each side by a combination of letters to use as reference. This is side AB. This is side BC. And of course, this is side AC. Notice that I tried to keep an alphabetical order to name the sides. For example, I could have named this side CA, but it is better to name it AC to keep it alphabetically correct. Now, to reference the angles, we'll follow the same alphabetical order. This angle could be called A, this one B, and this one C. However, in some cases we may have to use three letters to identify an angle. For example, if a vertex has more than one angle, we would have no other choice but to name the angles by the use of three letters. Here you can still call this angle angle A, but this angle is angle ADC, and this angle is angle ACD, and this one is BDC, and finally this one BCD. Like in angle A, this is of course angle B. However, in this figure there is no angle C, nor an angle D. Doing so will be confusing, because there are three angles at vertex C and three angles at vertex D. Can you name the three angles at vertex C and D? Let's do it. At vertex C we have ACD, BCD, and ACB. At vertex D we have a straight angle ADB, angle ADC, and angle BDC. One way to avoid using so many letters is to name multiple vertices with numbers. For example, in here we have four angles. Instead of using so many letters, we could name the three inside angles, angles 1, 2, and 3. However, we still could not name vertex D angle D, for it would be confusing. In this case, the overall angle will still have three letters, angle A, D,